you will always have that feeling, when you're playing the final, you always want to win. But yeah, I think even she played well, and at the end, I think Gopi sir just said that it was a fantastic week for you overall, and I think you've done really well, and you have to be proud and happy about it. And I think that's how I was like, okay, never mind, there's always a next time. But yeah, I've never thought, and I've got something big, so I have to enjoy that too. Yeah.
In a nation where people are more passionate about cricket, India's #1 sport, Pusarla's landmark Olympic achievement earned her widespread fame, and she became India's second highest paid sports celebrity for endorsements, second only to the country's cricket captain, Virat Kohli.
It has changed a lot. Basically, my life has changed a lot, and also, the government support was really very good. I mean, the government support was always very good, and I think they've also motivated a lot. After the Rio, they've been giving cash awards, and so I'm very thankful to Andhra and Telangana government as well, and also the other governments, because they've also been really very supportive and motivating.
Her silver in Rio furthered the footprints laid by Saina Nehwal's bronze in London 2012, strengthening India's place in world badminton. A mega star and a national hero, Pusarla is one of the most recognizable faces in India today.
In fact, when I was in Rio, I didn't know what was happening in India, but I heard there was, lots, like the whole India was like cheering for me. I felt really very happy, and as soon as I came out from the airport, there was so much of media, and also, the people, the students standing there, and from the airport until the academy, there were like lots and lots of people, like the whole roads were full of banners and flags. That was really very touching, because I've never seen so much of, people standing for me, and that was, small kids catching the flag and everything. So it was really heart-touching, because I think I've been even getting goosebumps whenever I say this. But I'm very thankful to them.
And if anyone thought Pusarla's good showing in Brazil was a one-off, the Indian ace reinforced her impressive Olympic performance by grabbing her maiden World Super Series crown later in the year.
After Rio, there were like so many things going on. Like some of them said, it was just Rio. Okay, now she's falling down or whatever. But that hit my mind. I always had in my mind thinking that, no, I have to win. I have to win. I wanted to show like what I am, and that's how I won my first Super Series in China, and then I was runner-up in Hong Kong, and then again I won in India. So that gave me lots of motivation and boost, basically, and also I've become #2 in the world. My aim was always #1, but I had set some aims. Like, for example, by the end of this year, I wanted to see myself in top 3. But then in February, March, I was already top 2. So that gave me lots of, energy and boost to move forward and think that I can achieve a lot more.
For Sindhu, she's developing well, and her strokes in rallies have improved, even though it's not always consistent. She needs to have more stability in her game. She still needs to make more adjustments in her game. She has a lot of potential and needs more time to grow.
Expectations are riding high for the 22-year-old, and with India hungry for more honours, the pressure is mounting on Pusarla to deliver at the BWF World Championships this week.
I think now the expectations are always high. People would always expect me to win. But, it is not possible that you can win all the time and you can give your 100% all the time. Sometimes you might lose, sometimes you might not give your 100%. But it's just that you need to play your game and, be calm and play your game. I know, like, pressures and all will always be there, because, when you're playing and you might think that, people might expect more and you have to always play well, and that would add extra pressure. I think instead of that, it's just that you need to play your game and just give your best.
With world #1 Tai Tzu-Ying participating at the World University Games held in her hometown Taipei City and not heading to the individual championships, Pusarla has one less competitor to worry about in Glasgow.
She isn't playing, but there are also other players. I think I feel the top 10-15 players all are equal. It's just that on that day who plays well and give their best is the winner, what I feel. Because when it comes to, Ratchanok or Carolina or whoever it is, it's just that on that day, sometimes you might not just give your best because, it might not go, or sometimes you might play brilliantly. So it's just that on that day who plays well and give their best is the winner.
The lanky shuttler already has 2 World Championships bronze medals in her showcase. And if P.V.Sindhu can add extra shine to those with gold, it'll be another